Hi guys, it's math, and this should be your Wednesday math lesson 10.3. We're going to start with looking at some numbers here, and what I have here is a part whole model. So my two parts that we know are 10 and 50. Okay, so what's my missing number here? So that would be our whole. Okay, so think about what you have to do to figure out what the whole is for 10 and 50. Okay, if you said that you add the two numbers up to get your whole, that is correct. So 10 plus 50 is what? That's right, 60. Okay, so we would write 60 here. So our one part is 10, our other part is 50, and our whole is 60. All right, let's take a look at a 100 chart. And we're going to do like we did yesterday. We are going to find 88, and we are going to find the number that is 10 less than 88 and 10 more than 88. Okay, so I'm going to get a little closer to the 100 chart, find 88. You could even put your finger on it, 88. And then I would like you to find the number that is 10 less. What is it? That's right, 78. And what's 10 more than 88? That's right, 98. All right, in today's lesson in our Go Math book, we are going to be learning about bar graphs. Okay, so here's what a bar graph looks like. It is similar to a picture graph, but instead of using pictures, it uses a bar. Okay, so I'm going to read what it says at the top. It says, in a bar graph, each bar shows information. You can compare the lengths of the bars. What title describes this graph? So let's look at the graph and then we'll come up with a title together. Okay, so we have art tools here, and then we have markers is an art tool, paintbrushes, and crayons. Okay, so a title that we could use to write up here to tell what our graph is about, we could maybe say favorite art tools. We'll just go ahead and say that, favorite art tools. Okay, so there's our title, and then these are our tools, our art tools. Then down at the bottom it says number of children. We start at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are our number of children. Okay, so to read a bar graph, what you do is you look at the end of the bar, and you can kind of put your finger at the end of the bar, and then you're going to look down to see what the end of the bar, what number it lines up with. Okay, so markers shows that 5 children's favorite art tools are markers, and then for paintbrushes, 6 children chose paintbrushes as their favorite art tool, and 2 children chose crayons as their favorite art tool. Okay, so we have some questions to answer about our graph. It says, how many children chose paintbrush? Okay, and that would be what, everybody? It would be 6, since the end of our bar lines up with the 6. How many children chose crayons? Okay, so we're going to look again at the end of our bar. 2 children chose crayons. How many more children chose paintbrush than crayons? So this is a comparing question. So let's go ahead and look at our paintbrush and crayons. All right, so here's paintbrush, here's crayons. So 6 people chose paintbrush, and 2 chose crayons. So we could do a subtraction problem there. We could say 6, take away 2, which we know is 4. Or we could do what we did with our picture graphs, is I could look at the empty spots underneath my longer bar and I could count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so our answer is 4 more children. Which art tool did the fewest children choose? So fewest means smallest or least. Okay, so fewest, think about it, look at it, tell somebody sitting by you. Okay, we can easily see it's crayons has the fewest, so I'm going to circle my crayon. And which art tool did the most children choose? Okay, and we can easily see that's paintbrush. Okay, graphing's pretty fun, isn't it? And kind of easy too. So it's kind of a fun little break from kind of the hard math that we were doing. All right, next page. We have a graph. It says favorite vehicle. Okay, we have car, truck, and dump truck. All right, that's our title of the graph is favorite vehicle. And on the side it says number of children. That tells us what those numbers mean. And then our kinds of vehicles are down there at the bottom, car, truck, and dump truck. So this graph is set up a little differently. It's going up and down instead of across, but we're still just going to go find the end of the bar, or in this case, the top of the bar. And we're gonna slide our finger over to find out how many children chose that vehicle. Okay, so we can see car. How many people chose car? 2. How many people chose truck? 5. How many chose dump truck? 6. All right, so let's answer some questions. How many children chose car? Okay, we can see that's 2. How many children chose dump truck? Okay, that's right, 6. How many children in all chose car and dump truck? Okay, so we have to, this is a little more challenging. We're not just looking at numbers here. We have to add because it says how many children in all chose car and dump truck. So we're gonna look at car and dump truck. So 2 cars, I'm gonna write that here, and 6 dump trucks. Okay, so we have 2 plus 6, which we know is 8. Okay, so I'm gonna write that there. Number 9, how many more children chose truck than car? Okay, how many more? Think about what we're doing there. Are we adding or subtracting when we have a how many more problem? Okay, that's right, we're subtracting. So let's look at, we're comparing our truck and our car. Okay, so I had 5 truck and 2 car. So I'm gonna make that into a subtraction problem. So that would be 5 take away 2 equals 3. Okay, so 3 more children chose truck than car. Next, which vehicle did the most children choose? Look at our graph, what is it? That's right, dump truck. We're gonna circle the dump truck. Okay, order the vehicles from least to most votes. Write 1 for the least and 3 for the most. Okay, so think about what we're gonna have here. Okay, which one gets the 1 for least? That will be the car. And what would be second? The truck. And then third would be the dump truck. All right, good job with math today. So guys, when you go onto your follow-up activities, you are going to go on to my SCS, Go Math, and you're gonna do the 2 lessons for 10.3. And I haven't told you in the other videos, but you're also going to go on to IXL Ask your parents what lesson you're doing on IXL, because there are some graphing lessons, and it's in the email I sent to your parents. There's some graphing lessons on IXL that I would like you to do. And don't forget, every day 10 minutes of iReady reading and 10 minutes of iReady math. I'll see ya tomorrow for our story. Bye.